Go. Now we're live
Now we're
everywhere.
live. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to Shop Elsie's live stream. My name is Katie. If you're not used to seeing these, because I rarely get to do these. I think I've done like one other time. But I'm actually really excited to be able to give the opportunity because it's really fun to be able to interact with each one of you out there. So certainly write in, say hi, how's it going? I've got my girl Jennifer with me as
Woohoo!
well. She's going to be helping me a lot walking through this. So, if you are new to this whole setup, just a few little heads up. If you're watching us on TikTok, I believe you click on the link above, which will take you to our
Profile
page, and then you click on the link there
for our link tree. And
that'll
in
take
the
you.
link tree, you'll see a live stream online,
Live stream.
and then go from
Shop
there.
away.
Go shop away.
Shop away. And if you are watching us on Facebook or Instagram, I believe you just put in sold and then the number.
Correct. And we'll remind them what number we're on.
Yes, we'll help you out. And trust me, if you're still a little confused, so am I.
That's why I'm
takes me-
here to guide you guys.
Takes
we
me
got
a minute too.
We've already got Karen and Peggy.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Peggy. How's it going?
And let's see, Short Hirsch.
Hey, oh my gosh, so excited to have you all with me. Love this, and it's great too because I can really like interact. When I'm on TV, my iPad, the mail doesn't work, so I never get to see the text message or emails that come in. So I know people are writing in, but I never get to interact. So I love that this is really fun. We get to chat, hang out, talk about jewelry. Oh, and speaking of, can we just talk about this show? We've got under $100 jewelry.
Yes, everything behind you. Everything to the side of you.
Hello.
We got gold. We've got gemstones.
Gold, gemstones, we're going under $100. Come on, it's a good day. It's a very good day. So I'm going to be with you for the next 2 hours, right? It's 2 hours.
Right? 2 hours.
I'm with you for the next 2 hours as we talk about my favorite things, fabulous jewelry. I'm wearing Shop Elsie, as you can see, which is really fun because I never get to show off my personal pieces.
So we're actually going to get started with a 10 karat gold cross.
Okay. We're starting under $100. We're starting with gold. Hello, fabulous. Right?
If I can get this thing to work.
Yeah. We'll wait for you, Jennifer. It's no worries.
That's all right. It's still early.
It is. Well, let me tell you. I had to drop my child off at his little daycare school. And he doesn't normally go on Thursdays, so it was like I was a little bit nervous. Is his friends going to be there, or do they not go on Thursdays? His friends were there. It was all good. So a nice little send off. So I love this because we're going to be able to offer you beautiful gold and of course a classic cross. Always a fabulous choice right there. I like pieces like this too, especially a great cross pendant. I like something that's like nice and classic. It's fun to have pieces that have like a real standout feature to them, but I think to kind of have that throwback.
We did back up.
Oh.
I typed it in.
Okay.
So starting with 101.
Okay. Is this one 101?
101, yes.
10 karat gold, my dear friends. And I think we can tell you the price right away. We don't have to.
No.
We don't have to do the dramatics here, do we?
No dramatics here.
Yeah, this is just shopping for fun. $97.99 for you to be able to pick up your beautiful cross pendant. This one's gonna have some really nice etching done on both sides of your cross pendant too. So again, it just creates a really nice, elegant look. Very flattering. Ooh, there you go. Technology.
There it is.
Yeah,
There's my
really
cursor.
beautiful. Even
There we go.
bail has got that beautiful etching to it as well. So that scroll detail that's been put right into the gold. It is yellow gold. I'm sure you all know by now with what is happening with gold, right? We are reaching over $2,000 with gold, and they expect it to go higher, especially this year because it is an election year. But there's also other factors involved when it comes to price of gold. One, of course, being all the new usage for gold in these last couple decades. We are seeing an incredible influx of gold in technology, which is important. It's all important reasons to be using gold. We're talking about life-saving machinery, things of that nature. And then you also have the factor of a lot of countries that are looking to raise the value of their currency, gold is how you do that. So gold is, that's why the U.S. has the largest supply of gold. I forget how the term is, but it's a way to back up your currency. It's what makes your currency the level it's at. And you have a lot of countries that are actually trying to kind of jump into that game and also be able to raise their currency up. China's a big one. What do they call it? The BRICS? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and then BRICS is not with a K, it's with an S. Is that? No, I can't remember. I'm sorry, I don't know what the last one is. But nevertheless, oh yeah, it is S, South Africa.
There you go.
Okay, so there you go. So those countries in particular. Now, what does that mean for you? Well, it's going to raise the price of gold. Bottom line, there's no way around it. How high? I mean, again, it's anybody's game. How quickly? Same thing. But I think the big thing to just keep in mind is kind of knowing what will happen is key, so that you can ensure you've got yours before those prices do go up. It's saying if I want to invite people to join live. Is that
Don't worry
anything?
about it.
Okay.
Don't
Just
worry
ignore
about
that. That's just a little something on this screen. So I think, again, what's so nice, we're talking gold. It's such a beautiful piece. Again, you've got that scroll detail throughout on both sides too, so there's no front or back. I think that's appropriate for gentlemen as well. If you were wanting just a nice classic look in a cross pendant, it's going to be about 1.25 inches in its height as well. So again, really nice, really great for kind of an everyday feel. Very appropriate for all kinds of occasions. If you're someone who likes to wear a cross every day, this I think is beautiful. But if you're also looking for something that's quite special that you can add to that, crisp blazer or a little black dress, I think that's still a stunning touch. And it's gold. That's the really exciting factor, right? It's gold. It's not gold over silver. We're not talking about ion-plated gold right now. It is gold, 10 karat gold, which, by the way, another key to why you want to scoop up on these gold deals while you can is, if you've noticed, if you got into your malls and jewelry stores alike, you've probably seen a lot more stainless steel coming in the marketplace. It's because you have a lot of jewelers, a lot of vendors that are kind of trying to shift the focus away from gold and onto other alternative metals that are going to be more affordable for them, since gold prices are expected to go up. So again, if you've always been a lover of gold and you want to make sure you're going to always be able to wear gold, I think $97.99 for a beautiful gold cross.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome stuff right now.
Did you see who's joining us there on Instagram?
Hi,
It's Mia.
Oh, hi Mia, how's it going? Lots of you jumping in. Yes, great to have you with me. Again, it's always fun. I like to be able to do things like this. It's fun to be able to interact.
Yeah, don't forget to say hi. And then on TikTok, we had Miss Lorna saying hi to us earlier.
Yes, Lorna, how's it going? Yeah, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Join in on the fun and the conversation. Write in comments, questions. Doesn't even have to be about jewelry. That's fine. I can get off topic just like anybody else. Okay. So, you want to talk about boy bands? We can talk about boy bands. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 hours.
As you said before, you're looking forward to seeing New Kids on the Block. Any other concerts coming up besides that one?
Oh, well, I was tempted to do the Janet Jackson one as well. But those tickets were quite expensive.
They were, even for the nosebleeds.
Mm-hmm. Quite expensive. Whereas the New Kids was not so bad.
No.
I got like really good seats.
Yeah, because those were actually pretty good prices.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
they're more than they were the last time they were here. But I'm not gonna gather. But I'm telling you, the last time they were here, oh my gosh, it was amazing.
I am debating about wanting to go because it's an outdoor venue.
Is it?
It's at Germania, over at the Circuits of America.
Gosh, I just bought tickets and didn't even look
how
how weird the venue is.
That's going to be in the middle of summer at an outdoor venue.
Is it? I didn't know. I've been to that venue one time during the summer. I saw Maroon 5 and Kelly Clarkson.
Oh,
yeah.
I bet she was amazing. She's on my bucket list.
Incredible. I know, and it's so interesting because obviously I know everyone's obsessed with that singer from Maroon 5, like they're all in love with him. But I was obsessed with Kelly Clarkson. Oh, is he?
I think so.
I was obsessed with Kelly Clarkson. Was there? She was not only was she an absolutely phenomenal singer, she just has this great attitude. She's just a beautiful human being. Oh yeah. Amazing. See, we're already off topic. We're doing well.
Of course.
So, shall we?
We're gonna move on to our next piece. Let's see if my little thing will work this time.
So you can lock this in. So again,
I'm gonna have to manually. So they're gonna if they want the cross, they want to do sold 101.
Sold 101. If you want to jump in on that beautiful cross, again, it's under $100. When you think about what sterling silver can go for, right? $100 for a sterling silver cross ain't bad, is it? So the idea that you can have gold is, I'm telling you, this is the time. And I have been buying up, I'm not kidding when I say this, I've been buying more gold from Shop LC these last couple years than I've ever bought my entire life. And I've been in this jewelry industry. Well, I've been in the jewelry industry for a long time, but I've been in home shopping for almost 20 years. So I've had plenty of opportunities to purchase gold, but didn't really realize the importance of getting it when you can until these last couple of years with all the information that's been coming out. So even I feel like I'm trying to play catch up with a lot of that. But it goes. Now I have to tell you this, I actually have this next item, and I literally was going to wear this. I didn't know what we had in the show today. For some reason I thought we were doing something else. And I was just kind of thinking, oh, I'm going to wear a couple of my pieces. I actually almost wore this, and then I thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't in case I'm showing off necklaces.
There you go.
Here it is. I own this. It is amazing.
I bet you didn't get it for this price, though.
I'm looking at this going, I don't remember it being $29.99. I love this. So first off, it's Italian made. We had worked out a deal with our Italian manufacturers to be able to bring you the most incredible precious metal chains that we've ever offered here at Shop LC at incredible prices. Now that is a temporary contract. It will come to an end. We'll have to renegotiate. Prices will more than likely go up. Whenever you have anything that's Italian made, it's top of the line. It's the best of the best. Honestly, that's what they are famous for. That is what they know for. And that is what you get every time. And I have bought, no joke, actually, if I counted, with all these new sterling silver Italian chains that we brought in just in the last couple months, okay, it's more than 10. I'm just gonna say that. I am obsessed. This is gonna be 14 karat gold over your sterling silver. It's the paper clip necklace as well, which is so chic. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that just gorgeous? I wear mine and people think it's gold. Like they'll just be like, that's a beautiful gold necklace. And then it has weight to it, because it's 7.6 grams.
But it's not heavy.
No. It's not like a paper clip where it's super light. I like that you can actually feel that. You have that on. But yet, it's so. Here's the thing. This is the standard of Italian made that you'll love. Smooth polishing. It's like butter. That's my phone. It's like butter. I do apologize. I have to have it because of my son.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez. It's Dion. She wants to go shopping. Girl, I'm already doing it.
Join us live right now. Shop
I'm
with
already
you right now.
doing it, girl. I texted her last night because I was like, I don't know if you saw Jennifer, but Dion debuted a new dress from the Tansy line.
No.
Did you not see that?
No, I did not see that.
Oh my gosh, it was so stinking gorgeous. And then it was like, I was trying to I'm like, oh my gosh, you've got so many. I don't know if you should. But then it was like, they were selling out so fast. I had to rush. I was only able to get one.
Ooh.
But they had it. It's this beautiful. Look it up online, shoplc.com. It's just, I don't know what you label it as, but just Tansy dresses. Empire waist, beautiful butterfly sleeves, just flowed, V-neck style. They had it in blue, purple, I want to say green. I got the purple. Oh, I'm so excited. But Dion was wearing it, and I'm like, oh, she makes everything look good. So we'll see how I look in it. But yeah, so I'm telling you, this is the thing too. It's like, I don't just work here. I shop here. I'm a dedicated shopper here. Which, by the way, speaking of the Italian made, I'm wearing the Saturno bracelets that are also part of that Italian manufacturer agreement that we've got. So I'm obsessed with it. It's amazing quality. It's beautiful, beautiful jewelry that you can really love and appreciate. And I think one of the bonuses that you have with this, as opposed to perhaps jewelry that's manufactured elsewhere, is that it is a standard of quality that you can always expect when it's Italian made. So they take great pride, great ownership in their pieces, and it's reflected in the jewelry. So you're going to get something so smooth, so beautifully polished. And then I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look expensive? This is the thing. I'm telling you, it looks incredible. It's the paper clip design, which is so popular. Everybody is loving that. This will have a lobster claw closure as well. So it's going to be easy for you to be able to take on and off. 18 inches in its length. It does have the Italian hallmark on there as well, so it's the real deal. But the way that they polish these links, it's like butter. It's so smooth. It's so smooth. It just feels like luxury that you are wearing. And let me tell you, I have a gold. It's not a paper clip, but it's a very similar style of links, and it's a gold necklace. And I'm telling you, you couldn't tell the two apart. They're that good. They're that good. I love it. $29.99. I could have sworn I paid more. So I know you get some discounts with these live streams, so take advantage of that. I mean, $29.99.
Now, what we forgot to mention.
Oh, talk to me.
Budget pay.
Budget pay.
We got budget pay.
We got budget pay on this one. $7.
We had it on the last one also.
And
we forgot to mention it. But anything over $50, free shipping. We forgot to mention on that last one.
Oh my goodness. Well, you can still get that cross pendant, which right there you go. You got free shipping now.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, if you tell me I've got free shipping, it makes me shop more. That's kind of my motto. That's my encouragement. This has budget pay, $7.50 as well, if you want to get in on that beautiful paperclip. You will love it. I can tell you right now, I'm looking at the reviews. We're talking 5-star reviews. 5-star reviews. I should really add mine. They're so, it's such luxury. It feels incredible on. It looks gorgeous. And yet it's almost that like effortless chic feel, right? It doesn't look like you're trying. It doesn't look like you are doing anything, in particular. It's just effortless. It just comes off effortless. You know those celebrities, right? Where it's like they're just wearing a t-shirt and jeans. And it's like, why do they always look so amazing? It's the accessories. It's the little accessories. That's what makes all the difference in the world right there. So I love that. Absolutely recommend that. Hilarious that I've worn mine. Wouldn't that have been funny? It's so good. Oh my goodness. I should just one day show up in all of my Italian chains that I bought because I absolutely love.
All right, we got some comments from Miss Mia there.
You went to New Kids on the Block? Wait a minute, did you go to the one that was just a couple years ago here too? Because I was there with Dion. Oh my gosh, if we'd known, we could have hooked up. With who did I say? Paul Abdul and Boys to Men.
Yeah, I think that one was like pre-pandemic though.
Is that? Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I know the one that I went to was 2 years ago. Because they came to San Antonio. I had just came back from a cruise and had gotten COVID. Because silly
Before
me,
you knew it was COVID.
Well, no. This was 2021.
Okay.
I went on my first cruise, came back, went to 2 different big retail type gas stations that's beloved here in Austin, beloved here in Texas, and then went to HEB. I had been secluded on a ship for the last week, and then I come off and I come down with COVID.
Were you still able to go to the concert though?
No. So that's when I made the decision that since I was going to miss the concert in San Antonio, that's when I went to go look to see if they'd done their hometown show.
Gotcha.
And I got to see, that's when I made the plan.
And that was a great lineup you were telling me.
Yes, because that was New Kids, of course, Rick Astley, En Vogue, and Salt and Pepper.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Karaoke song for me is Salt and Pepper. And En Vogue I was obsessed with as a child. And it's weird though, because one of the girls in En Vogue, I wanted to be her so badly when I was a kid. And now I can't remember which one it was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, well, which one did I thought she was so like gorgeous and now I can't remember which one. I mean, they're all gorgeous.
Oh yeah, they're all gorgeous.
But I don't know if you ever do that. It's like you had that crush on that boy when you were a kid, and then you grow up and you're like, did I have a crush on him? I don't remember that. But yeah, it was amazing. I also, one of my favorite concerts, my husband cannot stand this band, but I love their music, is the 1975. Have you heard of them?
I've heard of them, but
not a fan. Nobody is. You know what? It's a niche.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's more because of the lead singer.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Right. And fair.
Yeah.
But my thought is like, I don't have to like the people to like the music.
I know.
And I love the music. I love it. I've actually been to one of their concerts. I will have met the lead singer. And then at ACL, they were at ACL.
Oh, yeah.
So we had to go see them, and Craig will never let me live this down because it was Foo Fighters on the main stage, and we were watching Foo Fighters, enjoying that. And then I was like, we have to leave. The 1975 is about to go on. I have to see them. And of course, you know, it was, to be honest, I still like it. I still enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
Foo Fighters was pretty amazing to be able to watch.
Foo Fighters, you can't beat.
This is what I appreciate ACL's been doing lately, is like bringing like the greats from the past.
Yes.
You know, it's like my generation.
Of course.
Yes. Shout out to everyone joining. Hey. Yes.
Diva, she's been one of our followers for a while now.
Yeah, you're on my Facebook page. I should have posted that I was doing this on my Facebook page. Let me do it right now.
Oh, Shammy says pink. She's looking forward to pink.
Yes. Oh my! I've been curious what the tickets are for that one. Because she puts on a show.
She does.
So I understand tickets
are San Antonio back in September. Amazing show.
That's what I mean.
Amazing.
So like to me, that's justifiable.
Even with her kicking someone out of the show.
Did she really? She is so cool. So cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I.
Because you know she don't take.
Right? Do you remember when she first came on the scene?
Oh, I loved her then. I still love her.
Yeah, she's just so cool. So cool. Love them all. I was telling Jennifer before the show, like I have my, you know, playlist that I listen to. It's mostly 90s music. All sorts though. I'm not as up to date with all the new modern hip music that comes out, but I try every now and then. Oh, you know what I found? What I discovered is K-pop.
I'm still trying. I'm trying.
My sister's obsessed with one of them, that famous one.
Yeah.
I can't think of who they're. But you know, this is what happens when you're on YouTube. I found out in a hole and discovered Blackpink. Have you heard of that one?
I've heard of them.
Oh,
I haven't heard the music,
totally
but I've seen them on TikTok actually.
Totally in love with them. They are as cute as a button, and their songs are really fun and catchy. So I'm like a teenage girl all over again. By the way, my name's Katie. Thank you for joining me. We are doing our live today, and let me tell you, friends, we've got jewelry under $100. It is awesome. Did you think you could get a set for under $100? A granditerite set, one of the rarest gemstones in the world, I might add, and you're able to pick it up for $87.99. And we do have budget pay available on this one as well. It takes it to $17 and change. But I will say that $87.99, you shop on that, that's going to score you the free shipping, because any $50 or more, you'll get free shipping. How pretty is that? Classic, easy to wear. It's going to have white zircon to complement it. Will also come with that chain. It's a 20-inch chain for you. So granditerite, funny name. But again, gemstones are not named by designers. They are named by gemologists and other professionals, and so they don't typically think about what's going to be romantic. But granditerite actually named after the gentleman who discovered it. It is a natural stone. It is incredibly rare, one of the rarest, like I said, in the world. It is a very, very collectible stone for you to have. Average, granditerite can fetch up to $20,000 a carat on average. The most expensive was, I believe, $100,000 a carat, so it can be very, very expensive. Even for Shop LC, we debuted it, a few years ago, I want to say. Yeah. And we've never really been able to kind of keep up with the supply on this piece. And it's just because there's really nothing there. It's predominantly mined out. I mean, again, never say never. You never know what kind of discoveries might be out there. But it's really not available anymore. And so you're basically having to find collectors or vendors that have stocked up to be able to get any kind of material to be able to do jewelry. So It's very special if you do own grandiorite.
Let me make some adjustments here real quick.
Okay, talk to me, girl. It's an opportunity to be able to score this at $87.99. Oh, look what she's doing. What can you do? What are you doing? You can zoom in. Look at that. How cool.
I'm just zooming everyone in.
Technology's amazing.
There you go.
I was telling, so I'm 41. I'd like to consider myself young. I don't know if everybody else would agree, but I have a lot of coworkers who are much younger. And I was telling them how when I was in school, we had to take a computer class and learn how to use a computer because it was this, newer thing that came around and what have you. And the internet was still very, dial-up kind of, thing.
Oh,
and I remember, right? And I just remember at the time in school being like, oh, who needs this? Like, it's a fad. It's never going to catch on. Well, that's me. That's my technology.
Take a typing class.
You had the typewriter?
On a typewriter.
Ooh, girl.
That's how far I go back.
And yet you look like a baby.
I know.
Lucky you.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah?
The big one.
Which one's the big one?
The half century.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No joke, Jennifer. You look like a child.
That's
Wow.
what everyone says.
Lucky you. Never been told that myself. But wow. Well, good on you, girl.
Yeah.
Genetics, I'm telling you. It's all genetics right there. So your grandiorite. Incredible, beautiful. It has these kind of like seafoam greens to it. You can go kind of run the spectrum in terms of color. It can go from green essentially to blue. And obviously, because blue tends to be so popular, the bluer the stone, the really, really, really expensive it can get. But on average, this actually tends to be some of the most sought after, is this kind of like seafoam green. They're 6x4 in size, so they're a great, great size. And each one together, wear them separately, right? They're just beautiful. Remember the price too. Again, that's a deal that we're talking. It's a set for $87.99. You're getting the pendant, the ring, and even the chain. For that incredible value. Plus, with budget pay, it's $17 and change if you want to take advantage of that. So it's so cool. I know, look at me trying to squint, read who's joining.
Sorry.
Someone on TikTok, I feel like people writing in, but it's scrolling, so I don't know.
There's just people jumping in.
Jumping in, welcome.
That's all.
Welcome.
Because I'm monitoring the chats, don't worry.
Yeah. Every now it's still like that's one of
Miss
it.
Pat Perkins is joining us.
Hi, Pat. So great to have you with us. Jewelry under $100, friends. Love that. Plus, we're also talking about bands that we have unseen.
Of course.
Right? That's always an important topic too. Write in. Tell us who your favorite band was, or concert that you went to. Do you know I think it was my dad saw Sonny and Cher before they were ever famous.
Oh wow!
Right, and I think it was I think a fair. They were performing at a fair. Can you imagine?
Oh wow!
I don't think I've ever seen anybody before they were famous. Nobody that comes to mind, at least.
That's all right. My mom's got your dad beat.
Yeah.
She got to see Janis Joplin sing in the church choir.
Wow! Wow!
They grew up together.
Really?
They're both from Port Arthur, Texas.
Wow!
Before Janis got a little wild, and
oh my goodness,
they went to the same church.
Oh, now that I would never have guessed.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well, I mean, when you're
the
kids.
Janis I know.
Well, yeah, when you're kids, you know.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, she sung in the church choir. According to my mom.
Cool. That is so cool. Gosh, I feel like my mom also saw somebody famous before they were famous, but now I can't remember who.
We'll see. Amy saying good morning. She saw Tom Petty a couple of months before he passed. Oh my God, that must have been a great show.
That to me, that's the legend, is Tom Petty. I'm such a Tom Petty fan.
Actually, I can say I got to see him with Bob Dylan.
Oh my goodness, Jennifer!
This was like 20 years ago.
I have, like, the two artists that I would have loved, like the only, you know, people that I really would have wanted to see. Really would have wanted to see. Tom Petty. Oh, I love Tom Petty so much. And Prince. I would have loved to have seen Prince. I can remember years ago, I went to college in San Francisco, and I remember I was at work one day, and the newspaper had an article, Prince performed, I forget where he performed, somewhere in San Francisco, and he invited everybody from the concert back to this hotel for an after show where he continued to perform for free for all these people. I mean, and then everyone I've ever known that's seen Prince in concert, they said it was one of the most amazing things ever. So obviously, I'm not going to be able to see either of them, but those are the two that that would be on my bucket list to see that. So incredible. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Good morning, everyone joining. We also have grandidierite earrings for you as well. This is going to be full carat of grandidierite. Lovely drop earrings. I find earrings like this too. I like leverbacks a lot just because if you've got the stretched earlobes, or maybe your ears aren't pierced as well as they should have been, like mine, a leverback is really handy just to make sure that those earrings are nice secure on. So I always like that. It's a little level of security that you've got right there. And a full carat of grandidierite that you have. Very complimentary earrings. These are going to be $39.99 as well. So really nice and affordable for you. They're going to be 4x3 stones. Again, we're into that kind of seafoam green coloring that you get right here. Beautiful drops, have wonderful articulation, wonderful movement. And I have to say, I think especially with these price points, I mean $39.99 for the earrings, this is where you can really experiment. Because I know, I can already sense that a lot of you are going, Grandid, a what? Like, never heard of it, I don't know nothing. You got to imagine too, you know, we all know kind of like the big four, maybe the big five if you want to include tanzanite. And we know it, we see it all the time in your jewelry stores. And then we can extend that, you know, like amethyst, citrine, these are known, these are very popular items. But, you know, they're also, everybody's got them, right? And that's not a bad thing, but it's, you know, that's what's going to be more typical out there. Jewelry stores aren't going to carry grandidierite. One, there's not enough of it available, right? It's impossible to get that kind of quantity. And then two, it's also just, it's so unheard of. And so you think about trying to market something that people are not as aware of. It requires a big kind of marketing scheme. And I think for a lot of jewelers, they'd rather stick with kind of what you know. I think with Shop LC, what we do so well is being able to offer you an opportunity to own rare and exotics. You don't have to get crazy. We're not saying this is a couple $100. You got to try it out. $39.99. And then you love it. Well, now you can browse our website, shoplc.com. Now you can check out all the other great pieces. Maybe you do want to go with a bit more higher end, or maybe you want to stick with this price point. Doesn't matter. It's still grandidierite. And then you've got something super rare, super collectible, super interesting. Just a wearable style. Complimentary.
Of course.
Beautiful. Oh, and budget pay is available on this one too. $13.33. Love that. Remember, if you go on shoplc.com, spend $50 or more, you're going to get that free shipping. So we love that. It always helps out. And that way it also gives you a chance to go ahead and get a few pieces too, right? A few little goodies that we've got. Maybe you add a Tamsy dress into your order, right? Or I also ordered the lounge set, the comfy sweater and sweatpants. Did you see that too?
No, this week I have been so busy.
It might be for the best not to witness some of them.
Some days.
Because I'll tell you what my thing is. I usually come on after Dion, and she does a lot of lifestyle shows, and so I'm seeing all this amazing product that comes up, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to order that. So definitely pick up your grandidierite. I think it's, you know, again, I feel like at these kind of price points, it is a great time to try, right? To give it a go, to see if it could be for you. It's not too crazy expensive where you're taking a big plunge, but it is a very rare and exotic gemstone. So very neat. Here's one we haven't seen for some time. Oh, good. Do you know what that is? Ladies and gentlemen, sapphire. This is midnight sapphire. Midnight sapphire is like an indigo blue. It's a really, really dark, deep blue. Now, obviously on the screen, probably not the best indicator. When you get it in person though, you will get flashes of the lighter shades that will come through on this. But midnight sapphire, some people call it other names. It's whatever kind of trademark name you like. It's a sapphire at the end of the day. It's a blue sapphire at the end of the day. But what's really cool about this is kind of the edgier sapphire. It's modern sapphire, if you will. There's some big name celebrities that have been photographed wearing your midnight sapphire. So it's beautiful. I'm a sapphire baby. It's my birthstone. If you were born in the month of September, I feel like we're very spoiled because we get to have sapphire. You know, other months get to have a couple stones, which is pretty cool, but I feel like because we get to have sapphire, it's like, you know, we get all these colors that are just gorgeous. So
oh, no.
What?
I got a bone to pick about that. I'm a garnet baby. You know how many colors of garnet there are?
And garnet's really, I mean, you're talking about all natural. Garnet's a good one.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. What date are you?
5th.
Okay, because I'm like, right, once you said that, then I'm like, suddenly Josh popped in my mind.
Josh
like,
is
you
the
and Josh must
first,
be like right next to each other.
Yeah, we're 5 days apart.
Now Josh looks terrible for his age, let's be honest. He's like my brother. I'm gonna tease him constantly. This is also a set. So you're gonna get the pendant and you're gonna get the ring, $34.99. With budget pay, it's $11.67. Now it's also accented with beautiful pink sapphire. Love me some pink sapphire.
Sapphire on top of sapphire.
Right? How pretty is that? And it's got nice faceting on this one too, and that's going to really help bring out kind of those different tones of blue that'll come through. But it's just edgy, right? It's modern. It's just kind of, it's a different look, and that's where Midnight Sapphire really got its fame. This is why it's so popular, why a lot of big celebrities have really grown to it, because nowadays, more than ever, we've seen a massive transition for people who are looking for something a little bit different. They're kind of like, okay, I got my diamond, what else do you have? Color diamonds. Now it's like, okay, I've got my sapphire, I got my blue sapphire, what else do you have? Midnight sapphire, right? So it's like people, they've got those classics, they've got those basics, and now they're kind of on to the next, right? What's the next cool thing that's going to be out there? So Midnight Sapphire, particularly if you like keeping up with the trends, very, very chic, very hip. I sound weird when I say that, like hip, cool. I am so not that. So it's like saying it just sounds silly.
Right.
But that's what it is. Like this is the cool kids jewelry right there. And then accented with the pink sapphire, which I'll tell you, the pink sapphire alone, do you have the carat weight on the pink sapphire? Because I can tell you, pink sapphire is very expensive. Even accent size is very expensive because it's 15 points. There you go, just the pink sapphire.
Yeah,
that 15 points, I guarantee you could find for a higher price than what you're getting this complete set for. And now, because of the help of that Barbie movie, where now everybody wants pink in particular, the sales of pink sapphire have exploded. Again, that just drives the price point up as well. So it's an incredible score. And I have pink sapphire from Shop LC. I also have pink sapphire from when I worked at other networks too. And I got to tell you, great quality across the board. I'm not, I wouldn't diss one or the other, but value-wise, it's Shop LC. You know, some of the other places, it would be a bit more considerable. Again, it's pink sapphire, so it's understandable. But here, I mean, you're getting it as an accent for $34.99. Like the value, it's just, you can't compete with that. The value is so tremendous.
And then we have it in size 6s to 10.
Yes, 6 through 10 on that one as well. So we have really nice sizes for everybody. Think about gifts with that, right? If you've got that September baby in your life, they might really love that because it's a complete look, right? It's ready to wear. So that's a lovely little look right there.
All right, we are going to move on to the big honker behind you.
We are.
Of the multi-gems cluster pendant.
Ooh, pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Again, first off, welcome. We have more and more people joining us, which is so fun. You're hanging out with me. My name's Katie and the lovely Jennifer, rocking out in our live stream. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So you can follow us on any one of those platforms, share us, like us, join in on all the stuff that's happening with it. I'll tell you one thing, because I know, well, actually, you can watch previous live streams.
Yes, if they go to our live streams page, you can
scroll down and watch previous ones, because I discovered that myself, and then I found some really awesome deals. So, yeah, always something to check out as well. We have a multi-gemstone pendant for you now. Always love these. It's a beautiful one too. This, wow, 9 carats.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, 9 carats right there on your gemstones. And let me see. I can see peridot in here. I see garnets. I'm seeing ruby.
Is
as
the
if
chrome dioxide in there too?
Chrome dioxide.
I'm looking at the photo, so.
Oh yeah. Well, and did I say tanzanite? There's tanzanite in there. It almost looks like grandidierite as well in there, which blows my mind if that is. I can see topaz, and they're good sizes as well.
Yeah.
There's some really nice sizes on those stones. So 9 carats, and that's the other thing too. You imagine when you do like a multi-gemstone piece, you kind of are expecting more of the common stones, right? The more readily available ones, the ones you would typically see. And yet, look, no, there's ruby in here. There's tanzanite in here. There's chrome dioxide in here. I mean, you can't even get this variety of chrome dioxide right now. Ruby has gotten ridiculously expensive because I'm sure, as many of you have heard, what's happened with the new ruby that's exploded in pricing. So, I mean, it's, so now to have that as an accent, I mean, my good golly. $99.99 is the price on your pendant. It will come with the chain, so it is ready to wear. We do have this on budget pay, $20 on budget pay for you to grab that. I will say, you want to pick up this piece, that right there is going to get you free shipping. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely an opportunity for you there. And I think what's always nice whenever you talk about multi-gemstone pieces is it just ties into everything you've already got, right? You don't have to overthink it. You've already got, I mean, I've got the blue blazer on. This just accents beautifully. I've got my sterling silver bracelets on. It works just well. I got my turquoise, Kingman turquoise. It just works, right? So I like that, especially nowadays, because I have a toddler. I don't have a lot of time to really think about the outfit in the morning. I'm kind of go, go, go. So to have those pieces that you can just grab and know are always going to work regardless, it's nice. Have you ever done that where you just like grab things and go, and then you realize none of it matches?
I've done that with socks.
Did you? Yeah. I know someone who did that with shoes. I don't know how, but I mean, yeah, it's hilarious. But I mean, it happens, right? We're all in that rush. And I've done this. I've even got a picture years ago of me just, I think it was shell earrings, and then I can't remember now what the necklace was, and I had these rings, and I literally was like in such a rush. I just grabbed a few pieces, like you want to wear an earring, a pendant, and I have this picture, and none of it goes. None of it looks right together. Individually, they're all fabulous, but together it was like a hot mess. But that, it happens to the best of us. So I feel like when you have items like this, it takes the thought out of it. Is that going to be in focus or out of focus, by the way? Am I okay?
Let's take a look here. Let's first look at TikTok.
Okay.
If you want to bring it up. Yeah, it's a little focused there.
Okay. And just so I'm not giving anybody a headache, right?
Let's take a look at Instagram. Just remember there's a delay. There you go. Yeah, it's focused.
It's not so bad.
It's not too bad.
Okay.
We can still see it.
Yeah. Just want to make sure.
Look at that. Tony from Chicago is watching.
Hey, Tony! Oh, that's so nice. You've been watching since before I was at Shop LC. That is awesome, Tony. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you enjoyed the morning shows too, our Monday Morning Madness.
I call it the morning madness, the morning craziness. Between you and Cheryl. Ooh.
Oh, it's just too much fun. We are just too silly. together. But again, it's just when you have such good deals.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everything is such a great price. It's like you just get into it and have so much fun. So anyways, that's really nice, Tony. That's great to hear. And a memory popped up on my Facebook about one of the networks I used to work at as well. It was really cute. It had myself and Karen, Heather. Oh, I don't know if you guys see Heather Hamilton now, but who else was in that picture? But a few. Marva was in it. It was really cute. We all used to work together. And another network.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to a matching
bracelet. The beautiful matching multi-gemstone bracelet. I've got a few of these. I don't think this is the exact one I have, but I certainly have one that's similar to this. And this is jewelry that I've been here now, going on 11 years, Jennifer. How long have you been here?
Going on 14.
14. Jennifer, by the way, she won't admit to this, but she's actually the one who controls everything in this building.
Nice.
She knows everything.
No.
She's on top of everything. Like, if there's ever a question, I just go to Jennifer because it's like I know she will know. She's the one that's in charge, if you ask me. But what I was gonna say, because I've got multi-gemstone bracelets I got from Shop Elsie years ago, and they're still just as beautiful and wonderful today. And I think again, it's that quality that you can always come to expect here at Shop Elsie that's going to ensure the longevity of your jewelry. This, now, do we have different lengths? We do. 7 1/4 and 8 inch are available on this. And so you're looking at over 11 carats of genuine gemstones. And I know right out of the gate, you've got topaz, peridot, amethyst, citrine, garnet in here. I'm obsessed with Mozambique garnet. Especially at Shop Elsie, the Mozambique garnet we have. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Then you're going to have the box insert clasp with 2 safety latches, so it'll be nice and secure and easy for you to wear. Diva, I just read that.
Oh.
Gem girls go wild. Oh my goodness, that's too funny.
You gotta share that one with Cheryl.
Yeah. It does get wild with us. But yeah, you have a nice secure bracelet as well. So again, it's not something you have to constantly be fussing over. Again, just like with the pendant, it's the kind of piece that can go with everything, right? So it's that ease of not having to worry about what would I wear this with. I have my Saturno bracelets on at the moment. Pop it with that. Perfect, easy. I like that. Wear it by itself, maybe with a great little timepiece, right? It would look gorgeous. Great size on each one of these gemstones too. I mean, quite honestly, you're looking at solitaire size stones put into a bracelet. They're 6x4s, and you've got like 21 of them in there. So it's a really tremendous value for $49.99. A bracelet. Now this, like I said, I've been in home shopping now for almost 20 years, and I've been in the jewelry. Before that, I worked at like Tiffany and Company, and so I've worked in jewelry for quite some time. And I can tell you, on average, again, depending on where you go and, of course, the gemstone, but on average, your gemstone bracelets are going to range about $150, give or take, maybe 10. This is less than 50. A bracelet, a genuine gemstone bracelet. I'm trying to think I feel like these were like $47, to be quite honest. I mean, and you've got a gemstone bracelet right there. So you've got really a tremendous value in that. 7 1/4 and 8 inch is what we have available too. These are the kind of things you definitely want to take advantage of. When you can get a genuine gemstone bracelet for less than $50, that's major, because your costume jewelry bracelets can sell for higher prices, right? Incredible value there.
Now on our site,
yeah,
if they go to this page, if they want the garnet.
Oh, okay.
They're still size 7 and 7 1/4 and an 8.
We do have it in just the Mozambique garnet if you want as well.
And then I believe the amethyst only in the size 8.
Okay, and we have it available in the amethyst in the 8 inch. So that's good. So you do have some options right there as well.
There are some options.
When you go to the page. So if you want a specific gemstone, or again that multi, available $49.99. Genuine gemstone bracelet for less than $50. Bracelets are typically one of, if not the most expensive item in a jewelry store. And it's because there's a lot more work involved, there's a lot more cost behind it, obviously labor, all that kind of stuff. And I could tell you places where if you want a gemstone bracelet, you're looking at $250 at least. So the fact that we can keep that under 50 is tremendous.
Did you read what Amy just wrote?
Amy, if there were a pool full of gemstones, I'd be the first to jump in, and I can't swim. Yes. I got to tell you too. I love gemstones. Obviously where I work, I'm all about that. But it is one of those things where it's like sometimes there's so many choices. It's like, oh my goodness, where do I begin? Mm-hmm. Right? It's just so hopefully, I know everything's under 100, so it's like, oh my goodness. But you know what? That's the nice thing too, right? It's like you can treat yourself. You can get yourself a few items because it's guilt-free shopping at best. I used to work for a company many, many years ago. Beautiful, beautiful jewelry, but considerable in price. And I just remember going, I can't. Oh no, I shouldn't. Oh, it's just too much. It's just too much, right? Mm-hmm. This is all under 100. Mm-hmm. You can just be like, you know what? I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna do that today.
Guess what we got? We got a men's ring for under 100.
And let me tell you, okay, so Tony, who's been rocking this morning as well, we got something for the boys, and you're gonna love this because it's in stainless steel. And I really think for guys, if you're looking for an everyday companion, you really want to make sure that it's a piece of jewelry that you can wear regardless of your daily activities. Stainless steel is your best friend. We use surgical grade stainless steel. It is hypoallergenic. Everybody can wear it. It is corrosion resistant. Okay, so we're talking about low maintenance jewelry as well. We're talking about strong. We're talking about durable. We're talking about perfect for every day. We're talking about jewelry that's going to outlive you. Right? This is generational jewelry. You're going to be able to pass this on. And then it features a ruby. Mm-hmm. It features a Nyasa ruby, which I'm sure you've heard. Again, with rubies, the most expensive ruby that was just sold in auction, I forget how much now, but it surpassed Burmese. I want to say like 20-some million. Jennifer's going to look.
But, I am. Now I'm curious.
Yeah. But it surpassed Burmese. And so now everybody's flooding to the market to be able to scoop up these while they can. And this is the perfect time. Now for the guys, we've got you in size 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 that are going to be available on this one. $49.99. Love it. Under $50. $16 and change on budget pay as well to help you out. It's a 2.3 carat on your Nyasa ruby. It's great, great, great color. It's a great fit too. It's a very bold piece to have, and I think certainly for guys. Of course, ladies, if that's your size, you can rock this too.
All right, here we go. Let's see when this was. June 2023. Largest ruby ever to come to auction, sells for a record-breaking $34.8 million.
34.
It was 55.22 carats.
So now it's shifted. Well, plus you can't get Burmese rubies anyways anymore. But that shift has majorly taken effect. Now, your FF on this, your fissure-filled ruby, don't be scared of that. First and foremost, I feel like sometimes people see these letters and they start to think, oh, it's not the real thing. 99% of your gemstones are going to be treated or enhanced in one way or another. That's what makes them pretty. That's what we want. I mean, have you ever seen a tanzanite in the rough? Meh. Ruby, the fissure filling, that's going to help fill in the cracks that form, because as these are growing in the earth, they'll get these kind of like gas bubbles that will form in it, and it can actually fracture the ruby, so it can basically make it fall apart. So by filling in those little gas bubbles right there, it just seals it. It makes sure that you don't have to worry about it. And it's very minimal stuff that's done as well. So again, it's basically these kind of surface cracks. So it's like, it's not even the full ruby that is like that, just right there at the top. And that's just going to fill it in, make it much more attractive, much more beautiful to look at, and certainly much more wearable for you as well. So nothing to be afraid of. It's what's done. If you buy a natural ruby with absolutely nothing on there, one, I would verify that it's real, and then two, it's probably a couple $1 million, like we saw go in auction. So don't be afraid of that. It is superior stuff. You know what they're actually calling the color on this one? They're actually calling it blood red. And I know that's not a pretty term. I don't tend to use that myself. But that does speak to the quality of the color that you get in this ruby. It is really, really intense stuff. It's beautiful, rich. I think what's nice, too, maybe you can see on the picture right there, too, it's very very sleek in the way that it's done. So again, I think for everyday wear, there's no prongs. There's nothing on here that you'd have to kind of worry about in terms of that's going to catch. So again, for guys that are looking for that everyday, stainless steel is your best friend. The ruby, it's a 9 on the hardness scale. 10 is the hardest. That's a diamond. Rubies are incredibly strong and durable. If you haven't noticed, I'm a hand talker. So I do tend to go, I go for more of these kind of gemstones myself just to ensure it. So beautiful. Oh, Amy, tourmaline's still being mined, absolutely. Unless there's a specific type of tourmaline that you're talking about. But tourmaline, I think what you might be referring to, and I'm not sure if you've listened to Tony or maybe somebody else that's talked about it, what's happening in Brazil right now, where a lot of tourmaline is found, is miners discovered rare earth minerals. And rare earth minerals, they're not used in jewelry, it's used in technology. In a really important little microchip, I can't think of the name. But they're really, they need it, first off, so it's very valuable, so it's incredibly profitable for miners. And so, as opposed to tourmalines or topaz, even for that matter, where you've got to be very careful when you're mining. It's a delicate process, it's a time-consuming process. Rare earth minerals, you just throw some dynamite sticks and you just basically blow up the earth and scoop it up, and they can make a lot of profit. So it's not being mined as much, which is why it's gone up in price significantly. That's the big thing that's happened there. Thank you for the question. I adore Asher cut gemstones.
I do too.
I really
Ever
like
since
it.
we brought that cut out a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
I've really been gravitated to it.
Yeah, I think it's really, really beautiful. Originally done for diamonds, the Asher cut, and we are very fortunate here at Shop LC, because obviously we are vertically integrated, so we actually manufacture the vast majority of the jewelry that you see. And our gem cutters, a select few, learned how to do the Asher cut for gemstones, for color gemstones. Because again, originally created for diamonds, and it was helped to really maximize, well, not necessarily maximize, but it was a cut that kind of brought a diamond to a whole new light, because we all saw the basic round. They never were able to achieve it in a colored stone, by the way. So that, if you see people out there that have a colored gemstone in an Asher cut, that's a big deal. And it's probably expensive, because that's a select group of people that have learned how to do that. I don't know how long it took them to learn how to do it. But that's pretty impressive stuff right there to do, because it's not common. So citrine, and not just any citrine, this is Brazilian cherry citrine. Very Madeira color that you're going to get with this. So that kind of deep, beautiful wine. Inside out hoops, which are just always the ultimate. Love me some inside out hoops. This is going to have a little snap closure to it as well, so they're going to be fairly easy for you to take on and off. And then of course, you've just got intense color. 8 carats of that citrine, and it's $99.99.
Mm-hmm.
How fabulous is that? $99.99. I'm going to give you a measurement on this one too. That's going to be about an inch. It's a good inch. I'd say an inch and a pinch. And its measurement, these are 4x4s, great size. Again, how great is that going to be on too?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that going to be gorgeous? And I think this cut in particular, it brings out something else, right? Like it's not just, like it pulls out these different tones in a way that it just, I think, makes it so unique and beautiful. $33 and change as well on budget pay if you want to take advantage of that. And did you say were there any other options?
There are other options, but they are not discounted.
Oh, okay.
But they can go with the Appetite
Gotcha.
for $119,
Appetite for $119.
or the Royal Light Garnet for $109.
So there are some, and remember, that'll get you free shipping right there. Any one of these will get you the free shipping too, which helps out. But the citrine, we have the special discount for you. So this one's going to be under $100. And I think that's important because, again, with an Asher cut, now if these were a round or an oval, sure, $99, easy peasy. But Asher cut, because, again, it's far more difficult, especially for a color gemstone, because, again, not originally developed for that. That definitely, I think, adds to the value and the significance of this piece. It is so rich and beautiful.
Amy wants to know, are they heavy?
Are they heavy? That's a great question.
Let me see if there's any gram weight on these.
Yeah, what
listed.
silver gram weight?
No, it's not telling me a gram weight.
No, I don't see that. I mean, no. It's hard. I can't put them on. I'll be honest with you, Amy, because my ears were pierced incorrect when I was a child, and I'm scared of needles, so I never wanted to go get it fixed. But if I try putting them on, my ears will just turn red, and then you'll be like, "What's going on?" So I would say moderate is what I would. I'm going to go on the safe side and say probably a moderate. I don't think they're going to be heavy. It's certainly not that, but they're not the lightest either. So probably just more of that moderate style hoop. Yeah, my 5th, I believe, I was turning 5 for my birthday. Went to the mall, those little accessory stores that are geared towards young girls. So I got my ears pierced, and guess what? They're not properly trained. And so, and this ear too, the one that's I'm supposed to show the jewelry on too, they pierced it at an angle. So I take this back. We do have some earrings that are just really, they work perfectly and are easy for me to put on, but anything, doesn't matter what it is. It's a challenge just to try to get the earring on, because it's not pierced correctly, and then it just causes my ears to flame up.
Yeah, I had an aggressive sister that kind of ripped my ear.
Your sister pierced your ears?
No, she
just ripped them.
She just ripped them. She was mad at me. She went to grab my hair and she grabbed my earring instead.
No. Wait, it didn't.
It didn't
split.
rip all the way.
It just.
But that's why it looks like I have a dimple in my ear.
Okay. See, we've all got our war stories here, right? And the thing is, I realize everyone's always like, you can just get that fixed, right? I get it, but that requires a needle, and not really a fan of needles, so I try to avoid that as much as possible. So I still have a lot of earrings, don't get me wrong, but you know what I have to do? I put them in like a good 30 minutes before I go do anything, because then the redness will go down, and then it'll be fine.
There you go.
Yeah, then it'll be fine.
There you go.
But yeah.
All right.
I know. C'est la vie, what are you gonna do, right?
All right, we're gonna go with some Sleeping Beauty.
Yes, Sleeping Beauty. By the way, thank you so much for joining me and Jennifer. My name is Katie. I'm a host here at Shop LC. I've been with the company now about to be 11 years. I've been with the company. Very, very exciting. Love it. I can assure you every day it's something new here, which is great because it makes it really fun, makes it enjoyable. And if you are shopping with us today, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, fun ways, easy ways for you to be able to shop with us. If you're watching us on TikTok, it's just you're going to click on our logo name. That'll take you to our page, which will then have the link, which will then take you to the options so that you can shop. If you are with us on Instagram or Facebook, you're just going to hit sold, whatever the number is.
Right.
So yeah, hopefully that's been easy for you to figure out. I feel like most of you probably are familiar with this. Yeah, I'm the one who's a little bit behind with this. Remember, I'm the one who thought, internet, what a fad. But yeah, so great to have you with us. Write in. Love to hear from each and every one of you. If you have questions, comments, we can chat about anything, quite honestly. I can get off track like nobody's business, so feel free. We're going to jump into some Sleeping Beauty. Now these, I have to admit, items like this are always right up my alley because I like a deal. I'm one of those girls. I want a deal. That's why I think I fit in with Shop LC so perfectly, because it's all about deals. What do I mean by that? Well, this is actually going to be a twofer. You're going to get the pendant. It has an enhancer bill. It comes right off. And you're going to get an apatite necklace. Or I'm sorry, sky blue topaz. Sky blue topaz necklace with that. Those are really nice. That's nice color for sky blue. I thought it was apatite.
I thought so too, and that's why I had to scroll down to see what it was.
They done good. Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's one of my favorite gemstones of all time. I love turquoise. That's one of my. I should say that's my favorite.
Hold on. It's not just sky blue topaz in that.
Oh, I know what it is. This is apatite. This is sky blue. There's sky blue topaz in with the Sleeping Beauty.
You're right.
And then you've got apatite in the bead necklace. There you go.
There you go.
Mystery solved.
Figured it out.
I was going to say, it looked like apatite.
Right.
I have been doing this a while.
That necklace. More hands-on than I am. I see it in photos.
No, hey, listen, I mean, it could have been, right? Adjustable necklace, I think 18 to 20 inches is usually what these tend to garner. Lobster claw closure. Well, now this you could easily slide off if you wanted to. The bail is certainly large enough, but this is an enhancer bail. So maybe you've got a strand of pearls or any other kind of bead style necklace. That enhancer bail just allows you to be able to add it on. This is Sleeping Beauty. There's also sky blue topaz kind of placed within there. And then you're going to get an apatite necklace. So you're getting 2 items. And guess what? You get them both for $99.99. You get both of them for under $100. And let me tell you, girl, I have a lot of Sleeping Beauty thanks to Shop LC. Thanks to Shop LC. I'm trying to think if I bought Sleeping Beauty anywhere else, and I don't believe I have. The prices here are just sensational. And the thing is, Sleeping Beauty is mined out. It's mined out. There isn't, well, I shouldn't say it's mined out technically, but there is no more mining that's being done. It was at a copper mine. That's where they find turquoise, is at copper mines. That's what causes the blue color. That mine became too expensive, whereas the copper was still very profitable. So they ceased all mining on Sleeping Beauty and decided to just focus on copper. That happened in 2012. So there's been no Sleeping Beauty since 2012. No new Sleeping Beauty, I should say. And I remember when we launched it here. I remember it so clearly. It was actually in this room right here where we launched it. It was an incredible, incredible day. It was an incredible experience. And then we were very fortunate to find a vendor who had stockpiled. He had a supply. We thought, we're good. We're going to have Sleeping Beauty for years and years to come. He completely ran out. This is one of the largest Sleeping Beauty vendors of all time. And in, I think it was 2019, out, completely out. He's now on to coral. Like he had to find a whole new gemstone to work in because there's no more Sleeping Beauty. And we went from being able to do, you remember, Jennifer, 27 hours, 27 hours SmackDown, not just 24, 27 hour SmackDowns we could do with Sleeping Beauty. To now,
12 hours if we're lucky.
You know, like, yeah. Because now we're completely reliant on collectors and not vendors anymore. They're gone. All vendors have sold off all what they have. It's all collectors now. And you got to imagine, for a lot of collectors, why would they want to give up something that's so collectible? Why would they want to release that? So it's very, very hard to get Sleeping Beauty anymore. And that's why I say, if you love it, oh my goodness, I can't believe we still offer it for the price points that we offer for. Because this stuff can sell for top dollar. So that's your Sleeping Beauty pendant. And again, removable because it has the enhancer bail. It's a large enough bail too, so it's going to fit over a variety of chains and necklaces of that nature. And then you're also scoring yourself an apatite necklace, which I love, love, love apatite as well.
I bet if that bail would go on that paperclip necklace.
Oh my goodness, yes! Because you know this pendant has yellow gold overlay as well as the platinum over. So yeah, this can be easily rocked with any little jewelry that you've got. Did you get the paperclip necklace? I have this. I love this. It's $29.99. I mean, stop it. It's $29.99. You got to get the paperclip necklace.
Oh, that looks even better.
Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. For Mother's Day last year, my husband got me a Sleeping Beauty turquoise pendant from Shop LC. And every time I wear it, every single time I get a compliment. Someone's always like, because it's such an attractive blue, isn't it?
It is. I actually got one from one of our employee sales.
Wow.
So it's a little scratched up on the back side, you know, because, you know, that's how our employee sales go. But I get compliments on it all the time because I'll wear it with a black dress.
Oh, right? Gorgeous. Yeah. Gorgeous.
Now, I'm still in the hunt for some nice little stud earrings to match it, but, you know.
We had a pair of stud. I have them, too. We have a pair of stud Sleeping Beauty earrings. They were a crazy good price, too.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. So you might want to see if those are still available, because those were amazing. I've got quite a few pieces in Sleeping Beauty, to be honest, but I just love it, because for me, too, this is a color that looks incredible on everybody. On everybody, men as well, women, everybody can rock this. Doesn't matter your skin tone. It's just so complimentary. It looks so stunning. I can't rave enough. And you have to remember, I don't know how long we'll carry Sleeping Beauty, but it is important to note There's no more. That mine is done. It's not coming back, friends. It's done. It's over since 2012. There's no more vendors that have large supplies of Sleeping Beauty Rough to buy. It's mostly collectors. I mean, you might find a vendor that has a small patch here and there, but that's not enough, right? It's just a little bit. So the days are done. It's really just kind of, little less, till eventually there's not going to be any to even offer. So if you love it, less than $100, and you're getting the pendant, and you're getting the necklace. You're getting the Appetite necklace to go with. And like Jennifer was saying, whether you want to rock that with that paperclip necklace that we had for $29.99, love that, I own it. Or again, a pearl necklace, a cord strand, a great chain, whatever the case may be. You can definitely do. Yeah, it's stunning. Love that. Beautiful stuff to be able to offer. Love Sleeping Beauty.
We got it something that will match that and the multi gemstones that we just had.
Earrings, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That definitely. Now look at that. It's like Jennifer picked this out. Because look at this. Remember the bracelet we had for less than $50? You remember that bracelet? Did you get the bracelet? I mean, come on. You've got matching earrings now in Sleeping Beauty.
I downloaded the wrong photo.
Oh, I know.
Because there is a photo. These particular earrings also come in Willow Opal. I downloaded the Willow Opal.
We have them in the Willow Opal as well. Are they the same price or?
I don't think so.
Okay.
The Willow Opal's a little bit higher.
Gotcha.
Because.
Okay, Willow Opal. There is a Willow Opal version if you want that.
So this is our only item that is a little over $100.
Okay.
But
$117.99. Well, the good size Sleeping Beauty as well.
Yeah.
And that's probably what's adding to that price, because certainly nowadays trying to get larger sizes in Sleeping Beauty is a massive challenge. Most vendors or anybody that's got any rough, they're going to cut it really small. It'll maximize their profits, right? Because now they've got more to sell off. So it's really hard to get these larger sizes. But this, how cute is this? Because this also has the multi-gemstones. So you're going to also have, I see topaz, tanzanite, citrine. Ooh, I see neon apatite. Hello, honey. Chrome dioxide in there. Garnet. So pretty. How sweet is that? I've got some Sleeping Beauty turquoise earrings. I mentioned the studs. I've also got drop earrings, kind of like this. And they're just, again, so easy and so flattering. If you don't own any Sleeping Beauty, oh my goodness, try it. I'll say this much to you. You're going to look amazing. You will look amazing. And I guarantee you're going to get a compliment. I guarantee it. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what the scenario is. I will get at least one compliment. Can't say that about all my jewelry. Can't say that about everything I have. But with Sleeping Beauty, there's something about that color that it's a conversation piece where people just have to know more about it. It draws you in. Blue is easily, one of the most attractive colors, right? It's for our eyes. It's something that we really enjoy to look at. It's very soothing for the eyes. So how fabulous, right? How great. And at $117.99, we do have the budget pay at $23 and change. Remember too, though, these earrings are going to score you free shipping on the website. So that's a nice little advantage with this one. They're lever backs. So a nice secure backing that you have right there. Really, really easy for you to be able to work with. And I always think if you survived the 80s and the big, door knocker style earrings, right, that just pulled those earlobes down, and you've got kind of more droopy earlobes and stretched out earlobes, those lever backs are really handy just to ensure that your earrings aren't going to fall out, that you don't have any kind of issue right there. So I like that offers it because it's a nice complement to the piece. It has great movement, great articulation, so pretty to see. And then your length, about 1.5 in its length. So again, really nice size that you have right there. Very easy to wear, very sweet. I mean, that color. And look how great it goes with all those stones too. This is what I mean. It's Sleeping Beauty. It's a magic stone. It just goes with everything.
Like I said, you can wear those with that multi-pendant.
Yeah.
That we had.
How pretty would that be with this? The multi-pendant that we had with those earrings, the bracelet. with those earrings, easy peasy. Maybe you've got some Sleeping Beauty that you want to wear with that, or again, other stones that would complement that perfectly. So pretty. I'm going to take a sip of water. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
All right. While you're doing that, we're going.
For a second, I thought I was mic'd up.
No. We've got one mic, and here's all of us.
Right.
All right, we're going.
Because when I'm on air,
That's a different story.
sometimes you just want to put your mic on mute, so it's not distracting. But we're all in this together, right?
Of course.
We're all in this together.
Like I said.
And time is flying by as
Isn't
well. Oh, Amy, so glad you've been able to join us. Thank you to everyone who's joining and writing in as well. It's great to have you here. This is so fun. I'm always asking to do these live streams. How often I get to do them is a different question. I'm needed on TV, so I'm not able to do this as often. But when I can, I can. Ooh!
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, I love Anthill Garnet.
And this one's actually really pretty.
Oh, this is, first off, okay. So, like Jennifer was mentioning earlier, her birthday is in January. And if you are a January baby, your birthstone is garnet, and garnet is home to some of the most beautiful, beautiful stones. They're all natural, by the way, and they are all stunning. Anthill Garnet. I'm a fan of the reds. Whenever your garnet gets into the red category, I think it's just absolutely beautiful. Anthill Garnet, it's a perfect red. It's a deep red. It's so beautiful. It gets its name from the way that this gemstone happens to be mined, if you will. This is in a really unique area within a Navajo region, and it's a really well protected area. So there is no mining that is done there. What actually ends up happening is ants that are kind of burrowing through the ground, creating their little colonies. I had an ant farm as a kid. Did anybody else? Yeah. And every now and then they stumble across a rock, which is in their way. And if they can, if it's not too big, they will actually push it up to the surface to get it out of the way. And then that's when we have the ability to be it. And if you ever have a chance, if you go on YouTube, you can actually watch some videos of how they source the Anthill Garnet. It will blow your mind. Because anybody, you think about mining for gemstones, obviously you're thinking big machinery or digging up ground, anything like that. Not this. It's literally people with rakes. After it rains, that's usually when the ants will push up that stone, which is also why you don't get much of it, because it's in an area that doesn't rain a whole lot. And they will actually use rakes, and they rake the ground, and they'll get these tiny little pebbles. They'll hold in their hand, they'll be like, there's one, there's one. You don't get large pieces of Anthill Garnet, because, I mean, ants are strong, don't get me wrong, but they're still not going to get anything monstrous. So these are actually great sizes. These are 3mm rounds. It's a carat 80. 12 stones in total. It's a perfect kind of a band style ring too, so it's very, very comfortable, very wearable. It's all natural. It's the only gemstone that's mined by ants. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff right there. It's also $59.99 for you today. 4 budget pays at $15. We have it in size 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I think this is one you should own. If you don't know about Anthill Garnet, this is one you want to jump in on. This is one you want to make sure that you have.
I just find it very interesting.
It's fascinating, right?
Yeah.
It's incredible, you know, what they do. And then again, if you watch, we used to have video, but I don't know if we still do. But I know there's video online you can watch of kind of how they, I don't even know what the correct term would be, because it's not technically mining, but the way that they source the stone.
Push it out of the way. They're like, we don't need you.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing too, like as they're, you know, creating these different tunnels, right? If the rough is large, they go around. So the possibility of large pieces of rough of Anthill Garnet under the ground is very likely. But the ants can't move those big boulders, so they will actually create their little tunnels around it. If it's small enough, they will push that up to the top. That's how they get it out of the way. If you ever had an ant farm as a kid. I don't know if that's still a thing, but we had an ant farm when I was a kid. And it was fascinating watching the ants as they make their little colonies and stuff. Ants are the ultimate team player, by the way. When you think about it, like, they know how to coordinate. They know how to work as a unit. No bickering, no challenging, just boop, 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 do what needs to be done.
Yep. Kind of like bees, you know.
Bees are another one.
They got their queen, they follow the queen.
Have you discovered that bee lady on TikTok?
I don't think I have.
She's amazing. I want to say
there's one I think I was following for a little bit that's located here in Central Texas.
She could be. I don't know. I can't remember her name. I saw her on YouTube, but she like scoops. She goes and rescues bees.
Yeah, she goes and rescues. Yeah, I think I have.
And she'll like scoop them up with her bare hand.
Yeah.
I learned so much from her. Like, I didn't realize bees were all female, or they're all worker bees.
Yeah.
They're all females. There's literally, the males are only there for reproduction purposes.
Yeah.
It's all ladies doing all that work, keeping it going.
They actually produce multiple queens, and it's up to the hive of which one.
Yeah.
Becomes the actual queen that they'll follow.
And I think they call the males drones.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
The males are drones, yeah.
And they either will have a few of them there in the colony.
And they help protect her too.
Yeah. Or
they're
they're nobody special. I'm gonna be honest with you. Males are not treated that great. But they're either there in the colony, or there's an area up in the sky, it's high enough to where none of us see it. But they'll just be drones, just all these male bees, and they're literally just flying around, buzzing all this. Imagine just a massive amount of bees hovering, waiting for a queen to fly by, because that's how she'll go up, she'll mate, and then she'll come back, and then the male will die if he mates with her. So it's like that's the ultimate, thing for them. It's so, I had no idea. Fascinated. And same thing. Well, not the same thing in terms of how they operate, but same terms of fascinating because of how ants work. You can watch videos and just how ants, whenever there's, challenges that lie ahead, seeing how they're able to maneuver or create a bridge or, just all that kind of stuff. It's really wild stuff. And this is so wild because you think this is literally ants are the reason we have anthill garnet. That's the only place you're going to find it. That's the only place it is. It's absolutely extraordinary. It's an amazing piece. It's a natural stone as well. So it's just cut and polished. And then at $59.99, it's an opportunity, I think, to own something that's just really beautiful that you'll love and cherish for a lifetime. Right?
Yep.
For $59.99.
We're now going to go over to Bali.
Ooh.
We're going to do some Bali here.
Let's talk Bali. I can talk Bali.
I know, your favorite. You were actually there.
I know. I got to actually go to Bali.
Yeah.
It was lovely. A little bit of a journey, but certainly worth it. Certainly worth it. Oh, this is a beautiful one too.
Yeah, this is the elephants.
Yeah, well, this actually, you're going to get a little bit of the animal kingdom.
True.
In this ring, it's going to feature quite a few things.
Yeah.
It's 7.5 grams of sterling silver. It's $29.99. It's $29.99. Could we get any wilder? Now, we have it in size 5 through 9. So I would say, because Bali has a way of creating pieces that are very unisex. So for guys, if that's one of your sizes, if that works, I would definitely suggest this. It's a nice low kind of sitting ring, so very comfortable. So there are elephants in this. Trunk is up. There's also lion. There's also...
Is it a leopard?
Is there a leopard?
Cheetah?
I see a giraffe.
Oh, is it a giraffe? Okay.
I believe.
I see someone with spots.
Oh yeah, I think a giraffe. Now I think that's a rhino at the bottom. Either that or a hippo, but I think it's a rhino.
To me, it looks like a hippo.
Is it a hippo? Don't mess with hippos.
It has a short tail.
Hippos are very dangerous. And then maybe a zebra on the corner there. And then you've got the trees as well.
I see the lion on the side. Lion.
Might be. It's the animal kingdom. Is essentially what you have right here. So Bali, super cool, has an incredible history of jewelry making that dates back, thousands of years. But the way Balinese jewelry started, and this is no joke, is that they actually used to trade goods with pirates. Pirates would land there, they needed supplies, And so they would gift the Balinese people gold back then for supply. So they would trade out. And the Balinese people didn't, they didn't really know what to do with the gold. So they started making jewelry and ornaments, things of that nature. And then, of course, it's continued on, and now they've transitioned to silver, which is more available to them. And what I find really interesting, what I love, is that they've really tried to stay as true to their original jewelry making art form as possible. So you can watch the videos. It's a lot of very, simple tools that are used, a lot of basic tools, very old school jewelry making. And when I was there witnessing, they have a few modern technologies now, of course, but when I was there watching some of them make this, a ring of this nature, that's not like 10 minutes. It's not half an hour. It's not even an hour. That's probably a good 4 hours right there to make
Especially
one
with
ring.
all that detail.
One ring, hours. And here's the other kicker. Because when I was there was a gentleman who was making a ring. I don't know exactly what happened, but something messed up. He had to take the ring back to their little kiln in the back of the facility, melt it all down, and start all over again. So this is a very challenging way of making jewelry when it's done in this form. It's something that it takes years to really learn, to be able to perfect, so that you don't have those kind of mistakes that are happening on a regular basis. It's also a dying art form because a lot of the youth, right, they've moved into social media and other platforms. So it's not even being done as much. When I was there, I was quoted, I think I was quoted this is 2018, and I believe they were down to anywhere from 50 to 100 artisans at that time. The pandemic then happened, and obviously they had to leave, but they still needed the money, so they moved into other forms of money making that would subside them, and most of them didn't come back. So there's estimates of it being less than 50 now of artisans that are still performing in this way. So, it is definitely something, unfortunately, that's on the way out. It's very sad because it's incredible to see. And let me tell you now, you're not going to get a Bali anything for $29.99 if you go to Bali. You're not even going to get a drink for $29.99. You are that ring right there, that's going to be $100 in Bali. That's 7.5 grams. They use such a wealth of silver and such really, really, you got to imagine, because they go back to their old world style of jewelry making. And so obviously, back in the day, it wasn't like you had jewelry stores or you had your pick of the litter. So when they would make a piece of jewelry, their whole purpose was to ensure it would last, right? So it meant to last generations. That's still being done today. Your Balinese jewelry is going to last. It is some of the best value that we have here at Shop LC. I say it all the time on air. My two favorite lines from Shop LC are Bali and Santa Fe. I think it's incredible. I think the craftsmanship is out of this world, and the price that you can get it for is sensational. Love it. Could not recommend it enough. And again, $29.99 for a Balinese ring. And it's not like it's a Balinese inspired piece. It's an actual Balinese jewelry. Like it came from Bali, from the artisans there. It's amazing. Love that.
All right, we're going to move on to another Bali piece here.
How about the earrings?
Hoop earrings.
$29.99. Enough said. Tulan Naga. The Tulan Naga and the Padian and the Bourbador are the three most done designs, if you will, for the Balinese people. It's certainly the most popular for what they create. And it's perfect. It really is. I happen to be a major fan of the Tulan Naga myself. My husband really likes the Bourbador. This is the Tulan Naga. That's the style. And actually the name is derived from essentially dragon scales is really what they're referring to here. So it's an ancient belief, but of course the dragon is a really important symbol within the Balinese culture. They believe, of course, it's a symbol of power and strength. And the dragon that lives in the volcano of Mount Anog, which comes out every night, then drives into the ocean, kisses its one true love, the pearl, which helps to bring its strength and rejuvenation, and then flies back into the volcano and where it rests.
Interesting.
It's really cool. And they do dances and stuff to celebrate. So awesome. So the Tulan Naga, the dragon scales, it's a very, very, very popular form. I love it. I have quite a few pieces myself. I'm probably going to buy these because they're $29.99. And that's just an awesome deal. These are going to be, about 1 1/4. It's kind of like a half hoop, so it's not a full hoop that you have. They have the post setting with the butterfly back. Very comfortable. 9 grams of silver. 9 grams handcrafted silver. Really great stuff.
There are 2 other options
Nice.
on our website. You have the Paladin.
Okay, so we do have the Padine, it's $39,
Dean.
and the Bourbador, which is
The
$39
Bourbador.
as well for you. So a little bit more, but not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's still, I mean, again, still a tremendous value. 5-star rated as well, by the way. Absolutely. I would imagine the bulk of our Bali Legacy pieces are 5 stars. Because it's just, they're so well made. Quality is beautiful. The history behind the Balinese people and what they've done is just, it's awesome. It feels good. And listen, the reality is most of us are not going to have the ability to go to Bali. It's a very, very long trip, first off. And so it's exciting to know that you can still have a piece of Bali with you. You know, it's I love that. Do you know, on my way back from Bali, it's a very long flight, one of my flights, I had 3, well, there were 3, I think I had 3 flights going in, and then 3 flights going out, or maybe 4. Now I can't remember. Oh, okay, because we had to stop, that's right. We went from Bali to Qatar, and then we had to spend the night in Qatar.
Oh, wow.
I know, I can say I've been to Qatar, friends. And then from there, it was 2 flights. So from Qatar, we flew from Qatar to San Francisco, which is always fun to go past your destination. 16-hour flight.
Woo.
16 hours. And that wasn't the only one. Then I had to get on a flight from San Francisco to come back to Austin. So it's not an easy trip, I will say that. Luckily, I had my compression socks from Shop LC.
Good.
Honestly, lifesaver right there. But, and I got really, really, really lucky because, the 3-row seat, there was nobody in the middle seat.
Oh,
So
nice.
I was able to kind of, stretch out and have a little bit of move. Got lucky because I know that not everybody gets that. But yeah, 16-hour flight. 16 hours. It's incredible. Well worth it. I would do it again whenever they're ready.
Okay.
I'll go back. But I like that because it's the reality is a lot of people aren't going to make that kind of trek. So it's nice to know it's not a Balinese look-alike. It's actual Balinese jewelry. So you're going to have that. I think we have one more piece of Bali.
One more piece of Bali.
And it's a bracelet. And this is where the bracelets and the necklaces, I think in particular, are ridiculous because the value in these. Oh, hi Kelly, how's it going? I have to say the value that Shop LC offers for the necklaces and bracelets, because again, I've seen firsthand what they sell for in Bali. I mean, a necklace you're going to spend $1,000. You go to Bali.
Yeah.
Easy. Bracelet $450, $550, kind of depending on where you're shopping. You know how much this bracelet is? $59.99. How? I mean, how? It is adjustable, so it'll go from, what do we have, 7 1/4?
7 1/4.
So it'll go from 7 1/4, about 7 1/2, maybe 7 3/4 on that. Really beautiful scroll detail, which you can see there as well, probably better seen there. But really beautiful scroll detail. This is also going to feature the Bourbador chain link on the end. Even, this is what gets me. Even the clasp, so it's a T-bar clasp right here, that has detail. Like every little minute factor of your Balinese jewelry is going to have detail to it. They spare no expense. They don't cut corners on anything. They really, really, really strive to ensure that every single piece is stunning and beautiful and the best. And so how fabulous is that? And a lot of times what you see with this kind of scroll detail, so the scroll in that kind of waves, think of it as waves. So Bali's an island nation, so they do a lot of kind of interpretation with the oceans, so the waves that you see there. And then oftentimes, the plumera flower, the national flower, is often featured throughout the pieces as well, and kind of a nice homage to that, because the Balinese are very spiritual people, and nature is very important to them. They do a lot to ensure that they are respectful to their place. You know, you've got temples there that have been around for thousands of years. You've got all these amazing, you know, greenery and just incredible beach line, and you can tell there's a lot of respect and knowing that what they have is something really special. And so they want to honor that and ensure they keep that. So you get a lot of that reflection in the jewelry. They kind of like to honor those pieces. I mean, $59.99 for a bracelet. You know, you go to any department store, you're going to spend over $100 for a bracelet, and that's just a machine-made piece.
Mm-hmm.
This is handcrafted jewelry at its finest. It's stunning. It's so beautiful. And I love whenever Shop LC can do our shows, whenever we can do these kind of remotes in all these different locations, to really kind of, again, give you that firsthand experience into it, because I think it really helps you. Because, I mean, I loved Bali well before I ever went there, but going there, it's a whole new level of respect that I have for the jewelry, and I got a lot of Bali jewelry. Did you go to Tucson by any chance?
No.
Okay.
No.
You know, I haven't been to Tucson.
I've never been to Tucson either.
You haven't? Oh, I thought they always took you.
No.
I guess I just assumed that. I just assumed Jennifer.
I just book all the flights.
yeah, it's because
I send
again,
everyone.
Jennifer's in charge of everything. I just assume. I haven't been to Tucson yet, and my husband went a couple times, and he absolutely
Cheryl
loved it.
goes almost every year.
Yes, yeah, oh yeah, she absolutely loves that. I'd be curious to know what they got. I can't wait to hear.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Some of the finds. And I
Some
know
of the
it's beautiful.
photos that I've seen.
Looks really beautiful,
Yeah,
right?
some of that, was it zebra jasper that they were
Oh.
showing?
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Really pretty stuff
Oh, yeah.
that they have there. Here's an interesting side note. My husband went, I can't remember how many years ago, so he goes to the Tucson show years back, you know, with the company. They do their thing, and they give you time to also peruse the show as well. You're not just working. You peruse. He comes across a vendor who's selling some turquoise. He likes it. He bought some rough, which he claims is his, but it's in my collection, so I don't know. But fast forward to now, that turquoise rough he bought from the Addison brothers.
No way!
Who
we buy ours from now.
Before we were ever connected with them, which I think just shows you how awesome their turquoise is.
Yeah.
But yeah, he bought that. I think that was I thought that's just so cool. What a small world, right?
That is a very small world.
It's so cool. Love the Addison brothers that way.
We're
Such awesome guys.
Quickly
And
do
they're
another
turquoise.
sapphire piece.
Oh, okay.
Before we hit up my favorites in the back there.
Oh, nice. Okay. We've got some sapphire. Never too early to start shopping for those September babies, right? Getting them their birthstone. I have a lot of sapphire, and I'm not saying that to brag. It's just it's my birthstone, and it's what I always ask for. So I have a lot of sapphire. I love all the colors of sapphire too. Kind of like a garnet where you get spoiled, right, with all the colors. So I'm such a fan, and this actually goes really nicely with my blazer.
I know.
How great is that? So 6.85 carats of Maswala sapphire, which, gosh, I didn't even think we had any more Maswala sapphire anymore. So that's a score. Talk about collectible. $79.99. $79.99. So that will get you free shipping right out of the gate. 12 by 10, big boy on that center stone. And then you have a nice mixture. It looks like on the sizes. And are they rounds? Yes,
Yeah,
they are
they're
rounds. So
rounds.
you have some nice 3.5 to 4 millimeter to then frame it. So really, really nice assortment right there that you have in your Maswala sapphire. And it's $79.99. It does come with a chain too, so it's ready to wear. We do have 5 budget pays on this one, so that'll take it to $16 for you to have yours. This is the thing. This is real sapphire. Genuine earth mine sapphire. I point that out because nowadays, and it's been like this for some time now, the vast majority of sapphire that you find in your department stores, in your jewelry stores, is lab created. That's 99.9% of the time now. They do that because mining for sapphire can be expensive. The cost of sapphire has definitely gone up throughout the years. It's a precious gemstone. It's not necessarily has to do with limited availability or any particular variety. It's more just it's a precious stone, and precious stones just tend to continuously go up in price. So a lot of jewelry outlets have now transitioned to lab created, and here's the kicker on that. I don't have anything against lab created. I have something against the price of lab created. If you can get a lab created sapphire for $20, honey, go for it. Like, that's awesome. The problem is you go into these stores, that lab created sapphire is $120. And that's just insanity if you can have the real earth mined thing for $79.99. Like, that to me is where there's a big disconnect. Same thing with diamonds, same things with all those lab created. That the price point, they haven't made it more affordable. They've transitioned to lab grown, but they haven't made it more affordable. And that's where there's a big disconnect with for me at least. So I will always say, you know, if you can get a better deal when you've got your earth grown stones, that's what you should be going for. Because I mean, it's earth grown stones. This has value to it, right? The lab grown, it doesn't, because it's created in a lab. It still can be pretty. Again, have nothing against it. I've got some pieces myself, but I got them from Shop LC, so I got a great deal. So $79.99 on this one, and it's a nice rich blue. The Maswala sapphire was always very famous for a nice intense blue, a little bit more of a royal blue. That has always been described with it, and very, very pretty stuff. And I think too, it's a very classic look that you get this. I can see kind of all ages wearing a piece like this. So somebody young who's a September girl to someone who's more mature can easily be rocking that. It's just, you know, it's sapphire. And I mean, I could go on and on about sapphire. There's a million and one things that I love. But one of the things that I think is great is it's a nice durable stone, so it's great for everyday wear. But it's a classic, right? So it's one we know. And we know it, we recognize it, we love it. It's just it's got a great history to it. I mean, it's famous, right? There's all kinds of things, and I think kind of being a part of that is perfect. And I have to tell you, because Maswala sapphire, if I'm not mistaken, because this is like years ago, I believe that location is now mined out. And so we haven't been able to get any Maswala sapphire for many, many years. Now, that material could have been in our inventory, thank you, for some time, and just been sitting there, and so eventually we've been able to make some pieces from it. But I'm trying to think now. I don't know if we have a main source now for sapphire. I think we kind of get it from a little bit from everywhere now. But that used to be a major source for us. It used to be a big area that we got Maswala sapphire. I've been to a mine in Thailand for sapphire mine. It was a Bangkaja mine. I think it was just blue sapphire it produced. It might have produced other colors. It's really cool seeing sapphire mines. They're alluvial deposits, so basically like a big hole in the ground. And in Thailand, and most other places too, I should say, the way that they mine for it in these alluvial deposits is basically you dig up this hole, you're mining, you extract what you can. When they're done, they refill it and regrow. So it's a very environmentally conscious way of mining as well. So they return the earth back to a better state actually than when it was, because they'll plant new trees and what have you. So it's also nice kind of knowing that all kind of facets are being taken care of whenever you're mining for your sapphire. So I always love that and appreciate it. And when I have the sapphire mined, you could just pick up, like scoop a bunch of dirt up in your hand, and you'd have sapphire rough. Now it wasn't gem quality, but it's just crazy.
Let's just remind everyone we're at sold 116 if they haven't been watching the numbers there.
Sold 116 if you want to grab yourself your sapphire. Should I have been saying that for all of these pieces?
Yeah, but that's all right. It's a learning experience.
Next time. Sold 116 if you want to get that. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, definitely get in on that.
Moving over to my favorite.
Oh, okay.
This is my top. This would be on my top 5.
Nice. Now, for the gemstone or the cut?
Both.
There you go.
Because I love blue stones.
I like that.
And the fact that it's an Asher cut, even better.
Right? The best of everything.
It's a win.
$59.99. I'm going to start off with that. This is going to be Sold 17. I didn't want to. I was like worried. I'm like, are we just doing right after 16?
Yeah, they're all numerical. So if people are watching from the start, they'll know 101.
I don't want to assume. We're counting. So sold 117. If you want to pick this one up, it's gonna be $59.99. This is a 10 plus carat teal fluorite. This is beautiful.
Isn't it?
It's clean, honey. It is clean.
You
it's
see
an
why
Asher
that
cut.
This is the reason why I saved the best for last.
Yeah. I can see why. It's a 12 by 12, Asher cut. Really great size that you're going to get with this one. It's a beauty.
Yeah, that's
it's a
10
great
carat. Just that center stone, 10 carats.
10 carat. Some white topaz as well to accent it on the shoulders. Again, you're looking for a good kind of cocktail style piece. You want a little standout. I love the teal fluorite in particular because I like how, depending on how it's cut, you get these different kind of oceanic tones. So whether it's a little bit more blue or green or a little sea foam or that, you know what I mean? Just like in the ocean, you see the colors, the different tones that come through. I think it's really nice. Sizes 5 through 10 are available on this one as well. We have 4 budget pays for you. That's going to be $15 for you to have yours. Fluorite's a fabulous stone. It does come in a number of different varieties. We did a teal fluorite show not too long ago. Sold out of virtually everything. It was a very, very popular show because we hadn't seen teal fluorite for ages here. It's been some time. And again, if you want to talk about, go with what you like, right? Go with what you love. But in the world of gemstones, the stones that tend to generate the highest price are blue. So teal fluorite can get expensive because it's a very, very sought after. And my gosh, that looks like Patativa tourmaline, quite honestly. That's a really nice color that you've got with that one. So these are the kind of pieces, because people are so drawn to that, they're able to also charge the most for that. So keep that in mind that you're getting it for $59.99 because that's a stellar price for beautiful fluorite. And it is big, right? That's a big old ring that you're talking about right there.
See that from across the party.
Right? That's a conversation piece. And I got to tell you too, you're not going to see this on those screens, but it's clean as a whistle. That is a clean stone. That's got transparency to it. That's impressive. Really, really nice stuff with that. So it's a beautiful look. Again, creates that kind of timeless style. So wearable, so easy for you to be able to adorn. I feel like pieces like this too, they just work with everything that you've got. You don't have to overthink it. Very flattering.
So I think with that jacket, it makes it look darker. But I bet if you didn't have that jacket on, it'd make it look lighter.
It's just... See, it just pulls out those different tones, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You get that. It's very, I always think, if you've ever been to like the Caribbean or Caribbean, however you like to say it, and you know how the ocean kind of, as you get deeper out, right? It's just the colors start to change. It just starts to move. That's like what you're getting with this piece. Just kind of depending on the angle. Get all these different colors that come through. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
I told you.
10 carats too. Some good deals. Good deals, my friends.
I worked hard on getting some of these good deals.
I know. That's why she's the boss. That's why she's in charge.
I just know who to go to.
The thing is, she won't admit it. I know she's in charge. I know she's the boss.
No.
I'm not going to be fooled. It's like that undercover boss show, right? She's doing the undercover part right now, but any minute she's going to step out and be like, yep, I'm the CEO. But honestly, she really, Jennifer's amazing because she knows everything about this company. It's really, it's incredible.
Well, you've been here as long as I have.
Well,
there's a couple of people that have been here. Josh has been here a little bit longer than I have.
Yeah, but you know everything.
Well, I started out in merchandising.
And this is why they have her do everything too. Because you know what to do.
I've grown.
Yeah, you've grown with the company. I've stayed the same.
I came in the company knowing nothing about gemstones.
I remember when you were a scheduler.
Yeah.
But then you were also helping Encore.
Yeah, I was technically in merchandising where I was receiving.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
I was creating SKUs, I was receiving, I was scheduling.
Yeah.
When a pricer was out, I was pricing.
But she'd always help Encore,
At the time, he was our director of merchandise.
It was that was he keeps getting promoted. I can never keep track of his titles. But I can remember, and I know I've even said it a few times as well, because he couldn't remember anything. He'd need Jennifer's help just to remind him. And I'm like, what would you do if she wasn't here, Encore? Like wasn't he? What happened? Were you on vacation, or was he meant to be on vacation? And he called you up.
Oh, I was on vacation.
It was you.
I was on vacation.
You were on vacation.
I was in London.
And he didn't
3
know.
a.m.
And he calls her for help. And didn't know. And he's like, what? It's so typical.
And the funny thing is, I did tell him.
Yep, we've had that conversation, Uncle.
I was going out of the country.
Yeah, it's a good guy. And you know what? I know she helped him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
She might have been on vacation, but I know she still helped him whatever he needed. We've got the pendant to match your ring on your teal fluorite here. Now, if you go on the website and you look at this, it's going to look like it says Dean teal fluorite. It's actually Deanne. There should be a little
apostrophe.
Yeah. That actually has to do with the mine where they've gotten this. Because, like I said, we haven't had teal fluorite for ages. This is more of a recent discovery that they were able to find from this. So it's not Dean fluorite, it's Deanne is the name of it. But beautiful, great size with this one too. Has a nice trilling cut at the top, which I think is adorable. It's almost a 10 carat. It's a 9.9 carat on your stone. 14 by 10 on that center stone. So a big, impressive piece that you get. And look at it, just so nice and
even that London blue is gorgeous.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that a London blue with it?
Yeah.
See, now that tells you how good that teal fluorite is, because they are spot on.
Yeah.
They honestly they go together perfectly.
Oh yeah.
That's wow. So there you go. And then, gosh, what was the price on this one? I just forgot.
$49.99. They can take it home for $12.50 right now.
$12.50 on Budget Pay. $49.99. I'm gonna tell you, get your teal fluorite right now, because it's been ages since we'd had any teal fluorite. This is a recent discovery. Here's the little kicker, or the inside scoop when it comes. Whenever there's a recent or a newer discovery of a mine, or even a gemstone in some cases, that's when it's going to be the most affordable, period. That's when it's the most affordable you'll ever see, because the mine owners, the people that are wanting to get it out there, they want to make sure they'll offer at very competitive low prices. Shop LC will get in. We'll try to get as much as we possibly can. Obviously offer it to you for these incredible prices, but word gets out, then everybody else is jumping in, and now those prices are gone. Now, you can still get deals. I'm not saying that suddenly it's going to be a $1,200 pendant, but it won't be $49.99. It'll go up. Hopefully not by a lot, but let's face it, if you're like me and you want the best deal, it's right now. It's $49.99. That's $12.50 on Budget Pay as well. It's a great quality of teal fluorite as well, because it's very blue. Again, depending on the cut, you start to get different tones. So that Asher cut, you could see, I felt like that was a true teal. This one, I think, is very blue. I think that's a very blue fluorite. But again, that's the cut, that kind of octagon cut that you're getting right there, that pulls that out. Either way, it's still fabulous. There's no wrong or right. But certainly, if you like that color, this is where it's at. And it comes with a chain too, so it's ready to wear. Again, that'll have a lobster claw closure to it, 18 inches. Everything that we've had this whole time, crazy good deals.
What has been your favorite so far?
That's tough.
Because you know mine. I just said I saved it for last.
Okay, I'm going to say two, if I may. It's going to be this pendant, the multi-gemstone pendant. Because that's just, to me, the stones you got, the tanzanite, the chrome dioxide, rubies in there, garnets like that, for the price we had, was just ridiculously good. Beautiful, and they're great sizes, right? So I love that. I got to say three, sorry. The Bali Legacy bracelet, because you're never going to get a Bali Legacy bracelet at that kind of price. That was under $50. That just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, I forgot also the paperclip. I own this. It's $29.99. It is insane that you can get it for that kind of price. That is so awesome. Definitely pick that one up. I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. That was my little rant. So,
I know you keep looking over and like, ooh, what about this one?
Right,
Ooh,
right.
ooh.
And then the Inhale Garnet was amazing. I know. And
Like I said,
everything
there's
under 100.
There was great pieces.
Great pieces, amazing stuff. And you can rewatch the show.
And
It'll
these
be
prices
posted.
are good for 24 hours.
Prices
Until
are good
4
for
o'clock
24 hours.
tomorrow.
So you have till 4 o'clock tomorrow. Love that.
Central Standard.
Central Time. Yeah, that's right. So you still got time to be able to scoop them up. Some really great deals, friends, for you to be able to. And of course, you can always check out shoplc.com for lots of goodies, or you can watch us wherever your cable network has us, or Roku. I love our smart TV app. I think it's really great. Plus, of course, you can download us on the app as well.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah. So, how'd we do?
Oh, we're doing really good. All right.
Okay.
So you say goodbye, and then you can end it on the TikTok, and I'll
Okay.
end it everywhere else. So.
Okay, all right. So thank you for joining me. I've had a blast. It has been a pleasure. Thank you for writing in. Great to be able to chat with each and every one of you. This has been a wonderful show, and I hope to be able to get it in. So make sure you check those pieces. That price is good for 24 hours on them. I'm going to end this on TikTok, although how do you end it on TikTok? Where's the end button?
There, it looks like a power button up in the upper right hand corner.
Okay, so bye to TikTok. Let's see if I ended it.
You should have a little pop-up screen.
Yes.
All
Congratulations, I ended it. Okay.
Yay!
And then we'll say bye to everyone on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
I like an actual minute, yeah. As I'm still learning about all this. Oh, that's hilarious. Watching that. Okay.